Nicole.
Welcome to the basement. We're North Metro Paranormal. My name is Terry.
My name is Nicole.
And I'm TJ. And this is the Spooky Skoogs podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the Granger House, which is a fresh one for us because we were just there.
Just there.
Yeah, I just actually heard about it, maybe 3 months ago? And then
I got on
Booked
the
it.
booked
yeah,
it. Got
yeah,
on the
we
web
booked it.
and-
It was good price. And
yeah, not too far.
no, yeah, zip down there, zip back. I think it was maybe, 5 hours? Road trip? Yeah. Stop at our favorite little
'Cause we
lunch.
left at what? 2, got home at like 7 something.
Yeah, that
At the
sounds
stop
about
in
right.
there.
That's it's
Every
in
stretches.
Marion, Iowa, which is close to.
Very close to Cedar Rapids, I'd say. So that gives you an idea where it's at.
Well, this is our first episode on a fresh investigation talk, right?
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah.
So things being fresh in the mind, hopefully this goes.
Well, because we started in November doing this. So this was kind of our first investigation of the year, which
Yep.
was a nice small one. Get down there, and it was just us 4. So that was fun. Get down there, investigate, go home.
Update. Did get the car.
Oh, yeah.
And
We got a new car.
We did
It
get
was
a
a
new
nice
vehicle.
Yeah, the passengers were much happy.
Yes, they were much happier. Yeah. So drive up first impression. So driving into Marion, driving towards Granger.
Well, actually, I was surprised how I kept looking at the map saying you're 2 minutes away, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of a neighborhood.
The middle of the town.
Yeah.
Middle
Yeah,
of the
there are
city.
businesses everywhere.
Yeah. We barely got out of the business section, and then it was right next to a roundabout.
A busy roundabout.
Very
Yeah.
busy roundabout.
Very busy roundabout. But in a neighborhood, on a corner.
Yep, got it.
All of our corners.
Love the corner.
Do we need to talk about that? Because I think
I think it's time. I think it's time we let
had
them
this
know.
inside joke where, which episode were we doing? We were doing on Rolling Hills,
Rolling Hills.
and Nicole got stuck on describing this place on a
on
corner.
a corner.
And I just remember, if you look at it, I'm not sure where I edited it. Oh no, I think you edited that one.
I edited that, and I edited about 9 corners out, and there were still 3 in there.
I just remember looking up at him going, are you going to be able to edit some of those out?
I was on a broken record. On a
Yes,
corner.
you were. I was like,
Corner.
okay. So that's been an ongoing joke every time we go. But it seems like every time we go to a haunted location, the place is on a corner lately.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just glad we didn't have video because that would have been even harder to edit out
Yeah.
because it was just so elongated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Everybody would have been jumping for sure.
So yeah. So back to Granger and our first impressions. What did you think as you drove up?
It seemed nice. I mean, it just looked, when we get to the creepy factor, it's not going to be a very high score. It just looked
Yeah, it
like
was
a
a
nice
nice
old
brick
house.
house.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we were driving down
Cobblestone driveway. I love that.
Yeah.
a busy street, and then all of a sudden you were there. There wasn't
Yeah.
like a, where is it?
It says it's up here on the right, and you're going, what? Because I'm looking at the roundabout, trying to figure out, which way do we got to go from there. But we actually turned right before it, right into the driveway. Yeah, cobblestone driveway. I don't know how original that is, but it's really cool. With the carriage house in the back, which is original, I believe, or
Yes. Yep.
somewhat original. I don't. If it's not original, it was still built in I think 1879 or something.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see inside that thing.
Yeah, and I don't know why we couldn't. I don't know if
It said it
was
wasn't open for some reason. I don't know if it was because they're trying
just
to
the
get.
season, maybe.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to get totally away from all the wet. So I don't know. Yeah, that would have been cool. I think that would have been fun.
Well, while we're talking about the drive up, I actually have some footage of the drive up through the neighborhood, the businesses. You can see everything that we're talking about. And I think we'll play that right. And that was the town.
Yeah.
You notice there's a cemetery in there too. We drive past the cemetery, and I actually have it slowed down so you guys can see more of it. It was actually a nice, right along the roadside cemetery sitting there.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see how old that one was. Because I got to believe the town's got to be somewhat old. They have a lot of history there of, were we really close to it, like the main cattle place that's in Iowa? Didn't we pass that building?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Yep.
one of the major places where they probably buy and sell cattle. So in the United States, not just Iowa, the way it was worded on the sign. But that was a easy drive down, I think, and so that was
Yeah.
good. And then we stepped inside and we met Vicky.
Vicky was our tour.
We were kind of milling around, and she found us out there.
Inside impressions.
Inside. Very clean, very nice. I was really impressed with how much was
Original.
original
Oh, original.
to the house. I mean, you
Yes.
can't sit on that, but there's enough of the other stuff that's like period correct, but they let you sit on it. But if it's original to the house, they put a little.
Yeah, if it was really old, there was a golden rope on it.
Yep,
Don't
and that's
sit.
totally fine because there, like I said, there seemed to be enough spots to
Yep.
go
To
ahead and
sit.
sit down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, even just like the bookcase, the piano, that was original.
I believe it was.
His
Yes.
bookcase was original. Like there was so much, and all the majority of the books.
Yes,
in
he had a whole. I remember that little library
Yeah,
he had, and it
yep.
was like those were all his books. That was really cool. I didn't really look at them, but I think when you first get there, you're so in awe with everything else, and then phase 2 is setting up cameras, and which was that was good because I just got another camera system, so and that went fairly smooth, didn't you think?
Yeah, it went great. We just
Yep.
now have 8 to keep track of. You
And
can
the
get
large-
lost trying to look at them though. Like if
Yeah.
you're watching them and you got 8 screens and you're just like, I have a lot to look at. Something's gonna happen.
You would think.
Something
Sit
better
there long
happen.
enough.
Something better happen.
Actually, what I thought was the coolest walking through was maybe not the coolest, but one that I liked was the bathtub
Yes.
that unfolded.
We all were like, "What is this?" When you walk in.
Oh
you could
yeah.
tell it opened.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When you walk right into
The kitchen.
the kitchen
walk right in the
area.
kitchen.
Yeah, and I wish don't think I got a picture of that.
I might have it on my walkthrough
Okay, well,
because I had it on during the tour. So we can isolate that and probably show you guys what it looked like because I think I helped her open it and I had
Yes.
the
And you
video
had it
running.
on.
So
Yep.
yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
It was just interesting. It was this, rectangle box, and I knew it folded down because you could see the legs that would come fold out. And yeah, when they brought it down there, I was like, wow, this is like a big giant bathtub.
Mhm.
It was that's where all the kids went.
They
It
took their
sucked-
bath.
Sucked to be the youngest one because that's the one that went last.
yeah.
In the beautiful bath. Water.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's kind of first impressions walking through. I'm sure we'll touch on the tour more later at the end when we talk about rankings and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, do we want to get into the history of
History.
the family and the house?
Yep. I can get into the history. So, the Granger House, also known as the Granger House Victorian Museum, is a historic heritage tourism site located in Marion, Iowa. This Victorian house was built around 1860 by Charles Myers. Earl Granger bought the house in 1876 and it remained in his family until 1973. Granger built a carriage house in 1879 and built an addition onto the main house the following year. Reflecting his growing wealth in livestock production and local banking investments, the 2-story brick building features a 1.5-story L, a gable roof, bracketed eaves, and an arched stone littels over the symmetrically arranged windows. We are going to
There, good job. That works.
we're going to cut that out.
No, we're not.
Staying right right where it is.
Right where it is. The Granger home was in the generations, the Granger House home to generations of one local family. And today it is preserved historical relic showing visitors what life in Marion's past was like. Though the Granger family has since left their stately brick home behind, their spirits may still linger through the rooms and occasionally appear to visitors. The Granger family of Marion, Iowa faced multiple tragedies during their nearly century-long residence in their family home. Most notably, the loss of several children to infectious diseases and complications during the Victorian era. The loss of the children. Earl and Dora were the parents, had 7 children, but only 3 survived to adulthood. In 1879, the family was devastated by a regional outbreak. 2 of their young children, Mabel, age 5 or 6, and Wesley, age 3, died just 3 days apart in 1879. Measles complications. In 1891, their daughter Louise died at the age of 14 due to complications from measles. A stillbirth. The family Bible and cemetery records note a baby boy who was stillborn on March 5th, 1886. Also maternal depression. These repeated losses took a significant toll on Dora Granger, who reportedly suffered from depression following the deaths of her children. There's also other family tragedies and scandals. The death of Earl Granger in 1908. Earl died at home on March 6, 1908, after contracting a La Grippe, also known as the Spanish flu, which placed a fatal strain on his heart. There was also a family lawsuit in 1913. After Earl's death, it became public that Margaret was actually the biological daughter of Earl and Dora's sister, Anna Krause. This led to a public scandal and a lawsuit in which Margaret sued the family for a share of Earl's estate. A non-family tragedy happened in 1905. A documented suicide occurred in the home's basement in 1905 when Mary Elizabeth Albright, not a member of the Granger family, took her own life. That is the history.
Okay. Now to bring back that last part, it was at the farmhouse, not the house that we were at, that she committed suicide in the basement. That's what Vicky was saying.
Vicky clarified that.
Yeah, because everything you read says one thing, and that because I was wondering how that would go in the basement, but basement was pretty quiet.
Yeah, well, that was like one of the main history points that we were kind of looking at when we were going there. We're like, well, this has happened and everything says this happened. We didn't know for sure. And then she did clarify that it did not happen in that house.
That happened up the road, up at the farm.
In the farmhouse. And sound like that was maybe a couple miles away from there.
Not very far.
Yeah, but yeah, it wasn't on location, that's for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the history of the house. I do have a little bit of a walkthrough video that we can put up here for you guys to all see. Just the main floor, nothing crazy, but you'll be able to see some of the creepy mannequins and.
Oh yeah.
They really catch you off guard in the dark, especially when you forget they're there.
What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys order delivery?
No, we haven't even done it yet.
Oh. He was under the impression that we already ordered.
Honey, we haven't ordered food yet.
Actually did a really good job on this, didn't you? It is
They're
creepy.
life. They are so lifelike.
They were. It wasn't just like the ones you find at the store.
Yes.
These were posed.
The boys' room one got me
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, there's a boy sitting on the bed. I'm
Yes.
sure I got a picture of that. I'll put that up.
I got multiple pictures.
Yeah.
Waiting for him to look at me.
waiting for him to turn his head. Yeah. But it was overall it was pretty quiet night. I don't want to say disappointed, but I think we did more than our share of trying to cover the place. I mean, it wasn't just cameras, but we had multiple things that would go off in every room. We're asking questions. I'm trying to get him to, meet my family because we're a family, and I wanted to meet his family. And nothing seemed to really.
I think it was just one of those trips where, like you said, this was our first one of the year, and it's been, over the winter. So I think we were anxious to get somewhere and maybe get some evidence. And
I think so too. I don't know if so it could have been us, it could have been them, but I really thought I felt we did a good job.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
we were.
I was pretty proud of the whole
prepared.
thing. Yeah. And
We had things set up in good areas,
Yep.
and it's not like it was hard to tell, like the skull. So it's almost verifying when these things do go off at other locations. It's places like this that tell you, well, they don't just go off on their own. Because
Yeah.
it was really hard to get anything to go off. And if
Yeah.
it did, it was almost like a kid's curiosity touch.
And then
Made
would
it
go
beep,
away.
and they went,
Yeah.
oh, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the REM pod in the music room where the
Yes.
piano was, where I
Yeah.
spent most of my time there.
Yes, you did.
That went off often,
But it was
just a little.
it was like a
It was
blip,
beep.
which could be a signal from a camera. Because the
There's-
place is covered in cameras by the owners.
That's right.
You also don't know what's running underneath. Because it's got
it has
electricity.
electricity.
It's a running house. So
There is that, but I've also seen, I don't know, the REM pod itself, like sometimes when things are interfering with it, it'll get stuck on.
Yeah,
That
it'll
thing will just
Yep.
stay
Yeah.
on.
Yep.
And that didn't happen. It was just a constant one beep here, one beep there.
Yeah.
But same thing was with the skull on the stairs.
yeah. That went
that's
off.
right. That went off quite a bit.
It went off like 4 or 5 times,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like a prrrr. It was just a boop. Maybe a little, like 3 or 4 chimes, and it was done. And it wouldn't do it again for another hour.
Yeah, which makes you wonder where did that come from? And we were not supposed to be on the stairs. It was roped off, but we kind of reached up and set it on there.
It would
Yeah,
go
we
off.
we didn't go up the stairs. We just kind of set it on one of the steps.
Yeah, there-
Yeah, we leaned
The
over.
house was really
Vance.
cool because in the boys' room they actually had that little back stairs. So from the back stairs you could go right into look like the dining room, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Well, I think that was the original stairs.
Because they built that room separate later. It was kind of and those stairs are all the way over. So I think that was the whole thing was actually added on.
on.
Well, and it wasn't small, but it wasn't big by any means, but I think it was perfect for all 4 of us. Me, you, Nicole, Vance.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get any more.
No.
Not in that place,
No.
no.
'Cause you could hear everything.
Well,
Yeah.
That was,
and-
I think that was the one thing that hard is if you guys are in the basement and still hear you
because
guys
the vent is right
Yes.
above you and it's wide open. It's
wide
just one
open.
of those big grates
Mhm.
in the floor like they had way back in the day when we went up to the Grant House. They have the same thing. So when you're in the basement, you can actually hear everybody talking
Yeah.
right above.
Grand House is nice and big, though. A lot of rooms.
Yeah. That, and I would suggest if you're going to go there, although I think they're only open on the weekends.
I think just Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
So
why we
that
went on a
throws
Friday.
that out. I go, it'd be nice if we could do it on a Thursday or even a Wednesday because, it wasn't real busy, but there was a lot of traffic on the roundabout, which made us question a couple things we might have saw on the stairs. It could have been,
Like the shadows.
yeah, headlights
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
stuff coming around.
the more I was watching that, and there's also tons of picture frames along that wall next to the stairs that anything could be reflecting off.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
And headlights were flying through there a
all the
lot.
time. All the
So-
time.
But when we first walked in there, we all kind of thought we felt something. Maybe it was anticipating something, but I thought I seen before TG started going up the stairs. I could have swore I heard 2 creaks. Nothing was recording yet. We just got in there. Upstairs, the creaks were definitely upstairs. It could have been the stairs, but that's why I thought there was 2 steps, almost like somebody was watching us and said, "Oh, here they're coming."
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was steps or if it was me grabbing the railing and maybe creaking upstairs.
I remember you did that, and I don't remember that
Yeah.
making the same sound, but
I didn't hear the same thing you did. I was just walking and you were like,
right.
that. What was that?
So yeah, and then you both said you had a little bit of same
Yeah.
thing that Vicky said when she walks into that room, but I will show a picture of that room. And it's got a roof line. It's not a square room. It's coming in at an angle on 2 sides, I think. Is it 2 sides or just the one? I'll look
I
at
think
the
it's
picture. And the rug
it's
didn't
2.
help. Yeah, I think it was 2.
pitched two
Yeah.
sides.
And the rug didn't help. It was circular.
Vicky swore that it's not
Not
the
the
rug,
rug.
but
But when you look at it, you're going, it could be the rug too.
It could be the rug.
here's the other thing too is for me, we went up the stairs kind of fast. You have to duck to get into the door frame.
That's
The-
the other
the
thing. Yeah,
window.
I got a
Take a
picture of
hard
that
left
too.
into there. The little bit of dizziness I could have had was just climbing the stairs and quick turning and ducking into that room just because I didn't want to hold everybody up. That's where we were going on the tour still.
Yeah, the
But I
doorway.
had the same. But I had the same feeling too.
Yes, I remember
You
you
know,
saying that.
because when she was talking about it,
Before she even said
yes,
that she
Mm-hmm.
gets that.
and
you
I'm
were-
like, okay, I'm gonna not say anything. See how I feel when we leave. And then when we left and went across, like to the sewing room and into the other room across the way, then and I felt better. I thought that was
yeah, I'm not saying nothing was going on. We all kind of had a sense when we first got there, but it totally felt like whatever was there, they just pulled back and said, "We're going back to our realm for a while until these guys are gone." I don't know. That's kind of what I felt.
and that's okay.
He did click us back to the other camera.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just couldn't remember or not. I didn't look that way. I put my mic here now because I'm always looking at you guys when I talk. So I'm gonna
What?
No, we just got the star.
well, you can cut that out as soon as you see me.
You will see. That's one thing I like about editing now. It's like, nah.
Well,
I mean it.
nothing against him, but
Well, I look stupid. I'm taking that out. But
Luke's screwed up enough to where I'm questioning everything over there now.
But when Luke screws up, it's usually something huge. Well, that's kind of big too.
Like not clicking back to our main camera. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of big a deal.
Good job, Vance.
Yeah.
Way to go, sound guy. New sound guy. Intern.
Isn't he sound guy?
Intern sound guy.
Sound guy.
Apprenticeship.
Yeah. So,
Right.
but I would suggest you go there. And it was fun. I would definitely go again. Sometime because
The only thing that I wasn't fond about
okay, yeah, I know where you're going with this.
was we could not leave on our own
Yeah.
at any time. We had to
Right.
call and have her come
I
back.
felt bad about that, but
She said, I get called here at all hours. Call me whenever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, we felt bad. We tipped plenty of times throughout the night. And then,
yeah, I tipped in some jars. I don't know if she even knew that, but yeah, I did too. Yeah.
But I wish that would have been something that when you book it, that would be something that they would tell us, because then we could have planned better, I think.
Yeah.
8 a.m. is tough. If you're staying
8
up
a.m.
till
is
3
tough.
or 4 investigating, that's what you're there for. Get up at 8. You didn't give us any sleep.
Well, you got to get up at 7.
Yeah, get
Start
things
putting
ready.
your crap away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the other side of that coin that's just kind of not great. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't horrible, but I think that was the deal they had to come up with to let people actually investigate there.
Yeah.
I think this is fairly new. It sounds like she fought for this.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, great for them.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's a matter of just communicating that to the investigators, because some people like us, we will drive home. I want to know what time.
But
yeah.
it definitely makes sense because you can't even go pick up food without leaving someone in there.
Yeah.
So they're not going to just let people leave it unattended without telling somebody. So I get it, but
Yeah. Again, I think that was the deal they had to make with the
Right.
board.
Absolutely.
So I'm fine with
But
fine
those-
with what they had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it'd be nice if we would have known that, just for
Yeah.
planning
No, I agree.
purposes. Because
Yeah.
we're hungry.
I think you and I went and grabbed
Yeah.
what, pizza.
Pizza.
Like, yeah,
Papa John's is pretty good.
it was good.
Took us the roundabout way to get there, but
I think our plans change according to what's going on in the night. If
Yep.
you can only spend so many hours and have nothing happen,
four
nothing go
4
on.
hours of quiet, and you're and going in every room. You're splitting up. You're going downstairs. You're going upstairs, asking questions, and it's getting a little frustrating. But I believe something does happen there. The way Vicky talks, which makes sense to me because, well, she said since she was a little girl, she always wanted to live there. So I thought it was pretty cool that she gets to take care of it.
Yeah.
And so it wouldn't surprise me that they understand what she's, what her role is, and maybe they would try to reach out to her now and then.
And we've had it in the past where we've gone other places and it's been quiet, and then we've been gone the second time and we've had activity.
Well, that goes back to the connection thing. How much time does she spend there? And she loved it as a kid.
Yep.
Correct. So
that
she's had a
alone.
connection for,
And she said she's investigated there whenever she wants.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I think it goes back to what we've talked about many times. You make a connection somewhere, they start to open up to you a little more.
Yep. You open up to it opens up to you.
This was our first time there ever. You guys usually you guys do a tour. You've been there, maybe a little bit of investigation. We decide, this is the one we want to bring the team on, and everyone goes. This one was new to everybody, so.
Gotta go.
Well, it
go
was,
again.
yeah. We'll cover the other things why we went. It was fairly inexpensive, so it with the gas prices going up, it wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't another, $350, $500 hit for investigating. It was,
75.
yeah,
Right.
you can't beat that
$175.
with a stick. So
Yeah.
Yep.
You still have a pretty long investigation. 5:00, right? 30.
what time?
What
Yeah,
time? I think it was 4:30. 30
pretty
or
early.
5.
Yeah,
And then you do have it until 8. So
Yeah.
it's,
so we were there for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Roughly, almost 8 hours.
A lot of that too is figuring out where you're going to set up. What do we want to set up? What do you want to get for food? How are we going to get it?
But us sitting down and eating at their supper table, I think, is also connecting.
That was actually really cool. You sit where that was the original table, right?
No, the table
No.
wasn't the original.
Okay.
but in the dining room, we were sitting in the dining room.
Yep,
Where
it
they
was their
sat.
dining room. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
Should we rate it? I guess.
Are we at that point? I mean,
Is there anything else you'd like to?
I think, we have plenty of photos they'll probably be on the socials as well.
So should we?
Our
rate it?
rating.
Yeah, I think it's time to rate it.
All right.
So the backstory, actually, it was pretty thorough. I thought. I mean, definitely, if you're looking for tragedy, they had it. I
Yeah.
mean, look at how many they lost. What, 4 of their 7 children?
Yeah.
That's
It's tough.
ridiculous. And losing one is bad enough.
Yeah.
So they had, but it also sounds like they were a good family.
Yeah.
They were like
Yep, a
they were a
prominent
prominent
family.
family in the town.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, they had their hands in
Yeah.
the community. That's for sure.
So I would rank it an 8 out of 10.
I'd rank it a 7 just because
Yeah, it's not. I mean,
I don't want to
it's a
keep
great
bringing.
backstory, but
Yeah.
it's not like Edinburgh or Malvern. And
Yeah, anytime you got
Yeah.
a hospital involved with with things or
Backstory and creepy factor go.
yeah, yeah, well, yeah. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna go 7. I'll go 7 on that.
what are your first impressions?
I think it's a beautiful house.
Yeah, it almost looked livable. It when you first go up to it, it doesn't seem, like it's supposed to be a museum or anything. It is, but
But
yeah,
it's well kept,
yeah.
What are we basing first impressions ranking on? It's not creepy factor.
No,
it's just
it's
what
got
we.
its own. I would say what did you think when you pulled up?
Well, my first impressions outside was cool. I mean, it was weird where it was located, but
Well,
the house in a town. It wasn't some crazy thing.
well, I think
So,
at one point it probably did have quite a bit of land around it.
yeah, probably. First impressions, just because of the cool time appropriate things in there and some of the original things, even the glass case with all the old what did she call that? The pit you throw all your stuff in? Every house has a pit behind the shed.
Yeah, they find.
There was a name for it, she called it. She said she aged herself with it, but I forget what they call that pit, but they said they found a bunch of that stuff on the property.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Yeah.
remember that.
So that stuff alone, at first impressions, I'd give it an 8.
There with an 8.
I was gonna go 7 again.
I just like seeing some of that stuff that they found on property. It's really old. Some of it still had like.
Well, when I think of first impressions, I don't think of all the way inside. At myself, but everybody can have their own.
Yeah, inside, outside.
You don't have it separated.
Yeah, you don't have it separated. You have it separated.
First impressions is, I thought it was just of seeing the place, not
Yeah.
actually
Well,
investigating or
I thought
anything.
9 was enough, but maybe not. Maybe not.
Creepy factor. It's really not creepy.
1.
Yeah.
It's
a museum.
Well, that and it's a nice home. It's inviting looking. That's the bad part.
You know what? I'm gonna bump it to a 4 for myself. No, wait. Is the creepy factor also on the pull up only, or does that count inside? Do I get to count inside for creepy factor?
Yeah.
Whatever you want. Yeah.
Well, the mannequins creep me out a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
I'm already not a big fan of dolls, and these are giant life-size ones.
And they tried not to. They were trying to make it look like, oh, here's where he would lay on, on
Yeah,
his
it's
bed.
a museum piece, but when it's pitch black and you turn the corner, you
And you
jolt
freak-
yourself.
Yeah, I could see the 4 then.
I'm giving it a 4.
Location for
Restaurants, gas. I think it's
that's plenty good.
plenty good. It's down the street and everything is.
Again, how do you rate that? Because sometimes you like it out in the middle of nowhere. The fact that we could hear traffic all night. It wasn't horrible, but we heard traffic all night.
Yeah.
What were we unable to get delivery, or we just chose to pick it up?
I think we just chose to pick it up.
So that's another nice thing, is you can just get the food delivered to you while you're setting up.
I'm pretty sure we could have said we're at the Granger House and they would have known
Yeah.
because we didn't have the address, but I'm pretty sure they've done that before. Also, when you took us on the long route to get there,
Yeah.
we did pass a lot of really kept up, more Victorian homes.
Beautiful homes.
Yeah, we were like looking around, going, "Oh, this isn't.
Yeah,
this
this
isn't a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
Everything was taken care of."
Yep. Beautiful. I definitely would say an 8.
Asian restaurants, gas.
Oh yeah, easily an 8. Well, yeah.
I like Papa John's. I'm giving it a 9.
It wasn't really good.
Oh God, you get.
Activity. I mean, I'm going to give it a 2.
That's about the amount of activity we had. 2 things. Man, I don't know. I'm giving it a 1. It was tough after the 4th, 5th hour.
I was sleeping during that time.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe she had a scary dream. I don't know. Well, she was in the room with the REM pod. They kept bleeping like every
Yep.
15 minutes. It's like on a timer.
Yeah, it's a 1.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'll give it a 1. Just for our experiences. Again,
This
you can go
is
to the most haunted. We've spent the night in what was considered that year the most haunted hotel in America, in the most haunted room. And
Palmer,
the scariest thing was I had to sleep next to you.
Palmer House
Yes.
in their most haunted room, and I've never slept so good. I didn't wake up once.
I couldn't sleep for nothing.
Oh man, my arms stretched out.
Yeah. I think I'd be used to that.
My feet weren't played with. My ears weren't being flicked.
That's another story.
Sleep good.
Accommodations. You do have to bring. I mean, they have plenty of room. You could pick where you wanted to sleep.
Did they have power outlets?
Yes.
I don't remember plugging anything in.
They had, well, we don't need to usually.
Yeah, I guess.
Just about everything. Yeah.
It's just nice when you can.
When I first started thinking of all this stuff, and I've said this before, when I first started doing this, I'm always thinking Velisca because there's no electricity in it.
Yeah.
That's why our whole camera said we got 8 cameras. We could go out in the middle of the woods. We don't need Wi-Fi. We don't need nothing. And they all go onto the screen.
It is a sweet system.
Yeah, I'm probably proud of that more than anything.
As long as you can find the right tripod things or grippers, then you're okay.
That was our only struggle.
the
Yeah,
only
because
struggle.
with the new system, they didn't come with the screws on the bottom to
Yeah.
hook up to a tripod. They're actually designed to mount onto a wall. But
Right.
we got new ones coming.
Of course you do.
Everything's fine.
Of course.
Uh,
Well, I think the
All
only
good.
so accommodations, they had Keurig, microwave, but no fridge.
they had no fridge. Yeah, we had a cooler. We're fine with that. We bring
Yeah.
one usually anyways.
Now they did have chairs and foldable tables downstairs, and we ended
We
up
did.
using one.
Yeah, we brought up a table. That was nice.
Oh, you know what? I think right here I'm gonna post a video of my dad trying to get that table up those stairs. Because I don't think he knew this, but I recorded that, and it was funny to watch.
It's okay. I'll edit it out. I might have to leave it in there if it's funny, I guess. Oh my! Do I have to bleep it?
We might have to bleep it. You'll see
The
it
stairs
in-
are tiny.
You'll see it in the
Tiny.
photo of us walking down, but I'm not super tall, and I got a duck to get down in.
Excuse me. Same sound. There, you need help?
Maybe.
Watch your shoulder. We love corners.
All right, hold on. Hey, Vance. Come here. Why? Got it? Yeah. Okay. That is the corner. And honey, we're on a corner. So we'll have you describe where we're at here.
There.
And you go up, what, 4 steps, and you have to
Turn.
90 degree.
immediate 90 degrees, and this table wasn't hardly fit. I'm trying to figure out, they must have had 2 people go downstairs, and it had to be a system.
I don't know how they got the Christmas stuff up and down there.
But accommodations besides that, there's plenty of room to sleep. Up, down, you can really decide where you want to go.
Other than the fridge thing, which not a big deal to us, I give it a solid 7.
Yeah. Do 7. Friendliness of the locals. We really didn't.
Again, we didn't associate with the locals, but it seems to be not a problem.
No.
We were right next to the local drag strip, it seemed like.
Well, even when we were out taking pictures of the outside,
Yeah,
I mean, there was people walking around and just,
I'm sure they're used to it.
yeah. So I'm going to say an 8.
Sure. Yeah, Vicky was friendly, so. Tour and merch.
The tour
Again,
was great.
We're going to cut that into, it has to be.
I love my shirt that I got.
but she opened up like a little bin and pulled one out. It's not like they had a rack or.
That's because I told her I wanted the older style. I just wanted, well, we just went over all this. I like it simple, and I didn't want the black ink on the purple shirt was hard to read and stuff, and then so I wanted the old. They only had a couple of those bright ones left.
You should have wore it tonight.
I forgot. It is in my drawer. I actually have worn it many times. I like that shirt just because it's bright and it's other than what we always wear, which is
dark.
I decided I can't sit in the corner where it's dark all the time
And we're black.
and wear black because I just kind of disappear. Just got my head bouncing around.
They had a lot of options in there if you looked, but for the style I wanted and the long sleeve, that's why it was all in like little bit.
It just wasn't displayed well, and you had to ask for it. It seemed like, right?
Yeah, twice, but that was because I think she just forgot that I wanted to.
I'm sure that's what it was.
But they took card or cash. That was nice because there's been a couple places I had to have cash, and I usually either gave you all my cash or I never carry it. So that was nice that it took card.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Price
10.
yeah.
Wait, did we say about the tour?
Oh, the tour was awesome.
I'm giving it a 9.
Are we ranking them separate, or does this number go for both?
I think
It
we
has
can
to be
rank it
separate.
separate.
Okay.
Go too many places where the tour is awesome and they got 5 shirts to pick from, and they have an extra small and a.
I was happy that they had my size. Well, I'm going to give Tour a 9 as well, just because you could tell how much she loved the place, so she knew everything about it.
That was definitely a big part of it. When you hear her passion coming through,
Yeah,
because you could just tell.
she talked about the family as if she grew up with them.
Yeah, she did.
So
she really did. Yeah,
it was nice. It definitely helps the tour. It like kind of brings you there, like you're talking to someone that was a family friend.
right.
And then my merch score, I don't know. I liked my shirt. They've had more than other places I've seen, but I haven't been to as many as you have. So I'm gonna give it an 8.
Well, I think especially you, merch is your thing. Like you overdo it. So,
You usually give a shirt for a shirt, I think.
yeah.
Got one. For
Drop
you.
one off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you have one. Drop one. Take one.
Yeah.
All right. So a 9 overall. So that's
Okay.
good. And then the price, the 10. I mean, it's.
Yeah, for the amount of time they give us, and yeah, it's definitely a 10. 175, you can't beat that.
No.
You get anything around 350 or less, that's a good deal, I think.
This was my birthday gift. So
You're like 10.
I loved the
plus.
price.
Yeah, I felt like I had to feed you too because it just didn't seem like a lot. Because your section wasn't very expensive.
Yeah. So overall, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah.
9. I'm gonna see what my total is compared to. Oh yeah, is the same sheet we did.
Oh, for
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Well, he does that and figures out his score, his comparison. What is our tip of the month?
Our tip of the month is going to be something I need to do is mark the recorders. I have probably in use, I have at least 7 or 8 recorders. I probably have 12 of them total.
So really, if you have 7 or 8 recorders, you should mark them.
They should be recorder 1, recorder 2. Make sure you know who's getting them. I used to have them just at least say, this is Terry. I'm using this recorder, and we're at blah blah blah.
That was great when we had 2 of us.
Yeah.
Now when you go back and you got to go, what recorder did you use?
Well, I know which one mine is because it's usually bigger than all of them.
Yeah, yours. But then the rest of us, like
We're
if
all the
we
same.
got evidence, like which one did you use?
The Sony.
I think it was black.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One
All
of
right. Well,
these.
I guess we'll listen to 7 of them and see if we can find this tiny.
Oops,
That's
not
what I did
that
last
one.
night. You were talking about.
Yeah.
I was looking for some evidence that you guys were talking about for Edinburgh, and I was looking through there, and I picked up 4 of them before I found
Yep.
it.
You're like, nope, that's not
That's
it.
not it.
Nope,
Yep.
that's not it.
Well, sounds like it might have been worth it though. Our
Yes.
next episode.
Yes.
Yeah, that was you got.
Everything that we talked about in the next episode, I believe you verified and found on
Yes,
recording.
it was pretty something to talk about. That's all I got.
Right.
I don't want to say this is what happened or this is what they said. You guys can make your own decision.
But our what we were remembering.
There was a part where I said that I stopped everything and said, that sounded like TJ's voice. And I gave it to Vance. I gave it to you, and you all kind of agreed.
Yes.
And then I heard it again, but then on the recorder, I heard me say, that sounded like your voice. I go, I verified my own, because I don't remember saying that, but
right.
it was nice that I verified my own discovery when I was there.
Yeah.
I thought I even heard one that sounded like Vance after that.
Yep.
Which I didn't pick up on while we were there.
So what is our next episode?
That very one, Edinburgh. Finally,
Edinburgh.
we've
Yep.
been hinting at Edinburgh for 3 episodes now,
We're finally
We've
going to
been-
give it to you.
itching for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and everybody wants to go back. Everybody that's been there would like to go back.
absolutely.
Yeah, even
Absolutely.
even Beth. Beth was saying that. I'll have to give Beth and Jolene and see if even Sean wants to come with. That'd be fine. I
Yep.
think whoever has investigated with us before, it's such a big place, we can afford to either go in teams. We could have a team upstairs, downstairs, and then maybe one waiting, depending on how many people go.
Yeah, snack break out
Yeah.
in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Just
Yeah,
kind of
that'll
rotate it around for a while.
Yep.
I think it'll work. It's always fun there. Great.
All right.
Is that going to
I
do
think
it?
that's it.
Yeah.
Not too much happened, but we did get a lot of cool pictures and videos, and hopefully I get a little better at doing that so they turn out better and put them on the YouTube.
Yeah. We got the YouTube channel is under North Metro Paranormal on YouTube. And then we have the Spooky Skoog podcast on Spotify.
Yep.
Well, one of these you're probably listening to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So thanks for listening and or watching.
Yeah. And we'll see you in the basement.